I'm very excited because with us here in the Chaos TV studio, Chaos TV room, whatever you want to call it, I'm joined by the wonderful Frankie and Steve from Career Hub Cornwall and Scilly. They're here today to talk with us more about their upcoming Inclusive Careers Festival in a couple of weeks' time on Wednesday, May the 4th. The Careers Hub, as well as some great partners, will be setting up at the Royal Cornwall Showground, and what a fantastic place to do it. To find out more, hello guys, welcome to the studio. Thank you for joining me.
Hi,
Afternoon.
Lovely to have you here. It's all nice and bright in here with all the lights, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
it's a strange old feeling.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on today. This all sounds great. Frankie, could you tell us more about the day?
Yes, so basically we've got this Inclusive Career Festivals set up. Pre-pandemic, the Careers Hub used to run a big skill show for all the mainstream schools, secondary schools in Cornwall. Obviously, after the pandemic, we had to readapt a little bit the way we worked, and we decided to focus on those young people that perhaps don't kind of fit into mainstream. So on the day, we will have two different sections, two different areas. One is the Pavilion Centre, and the other is the Westward building. So we have invited alternative provision academies to join us in the Westward building, and we have invited settings for students with special educational needs to join us for the morning at the Pavilion Centre. In the afternoon, we will open up the events to general public. So we're trying to promote and pushing this out. And any parent or carer or family or young person who, for whatever reason, doesn't fit in mainstream education, they're welcome to come along and join the activities, get involved, talk to people, talk to a small independent training provider, colleges, organization that will be able to support, advise, and just like find out a little bit more, and hopefully this information will help them to choose their best next step.
That's brilliant. It sounds like you've taken a lot of time and put a lot of effort in to make sure everyone gets their own chance to do what they need to do and hear and see the people they need to see here. As the name suggests, it's very inclusive. It's lovely to see that, and you've broken it down and made sure that anyone who doesn't feel they fit in anywhere have their chance. I really love that, and I feel like there's a lot more people out there that need to be doing that kind of thing. You've mentioned sort of what the events, who the events for, what and when. Who would you recommend to come along to the festival? Is there any sort of groups you think that don't feel like they would usually have this kind of event to go to that you think actually they should come along to this?
Well, the morning until 1 o'clock is very much on invitation, so it's very much for the young people who come along with their school, with their setting. The afternoon, the open session between 1:30 and 3:30 is again, we would recommend young people age perhaps like 14 up to say 24, 25. Mm-hmm. We're not quite sure about what to do next. Just perhaps about to leave their school, or getting ready to leave the school the following year, or the college, or whatever they're doing. It could be anyone who is perhaps out of education and training, and they want to get back into it. They can come along if they've got parents or family, but can also come along with their support worker if they've got a support worker or key worker or a friend who can help them on the day.
Homeschooling?
Homeschooling, absolutely. We have pushed it out to the homeschooling community as well. So really, anyone interested, and we're trying to move away from that kind of traditional careers fair, where you just go around and talk to a lot of people, but perhaps are a bit daunting at times. Yeah. So what we try to offer is a lot of activity, a lot of opportunity to get stuck in, a lot of opportunities basically to practice skills and to learn to recognize skills. So it's not just about courses and opportunities, but also about self-discovery and realizing skills and how those skills might be useful to you in your future career, whether that's going to be kind of further education or the world of work or a job.
I mean, it's very much a festival, you know, as it says in the name, really. And we do want to invite people along to try and get involved in different activities on the day. So, you know, I think we've got guys that are coming along with some music equipment and studio stuff, so brilliant. Young people can have a go at maybe having a little DJ or making a tune or some film or something like that, which lends itself to this as an environment. To lots of other practical activities, you know, maybe some construction activities, some food and drink. You know, a real variety of stuff, and you know, we want it to be a fun, engaging event for people to come along to.
I was going to say, because when I think about like a careers festival type of thing, you think of a lot of stands and a lot of people almost advertising their businesses, and it feels a bit daunting even to me now sat here. I know I have my job, but you've got that ability to let people see and feel what it may be like there, and it feels like more of an activity day, but at the same time it's being rewarding in the fact that you're helping people get that confidence for the sector. I think that sounds amazing. I really do. I want to go just hearing that.
That's what we want to. Exactly. That's what we want to offer.
We want it to be engaging, but not too daunting as well. I think it's a good point. I think, you know, they can come along and feel comfortable with the surroundings. You know, and people are not trying to sell them stuff or throw stuff in their face. It's very much come and have a look, come and have a try. And there'll be some little chill out areas as well, won't there?
Absolutely. So we want to have a vibrant atmosphere, but also we're mindful there will be people who need some space and some quiet. So there will be a mix of both areas. So of basically flamboyant areas, but also there will be a separate section, separate rooms where you can build a robot from Lego and learn to program them, make sea glass jewelry, learn to draw like manga art.
Oh, wow.
So there will be a real variety of activity, and we hope that everyone finds something that can go away from the day where they found something that they really enjoy and in some way kind of inspire them.
That's really cool. I have never seen anyone offering, so it just caught me off guard there with that. I've never seen anyone offering the ability to show how to draw manga. That would be amazing. I've got so many friends who'd be interested in that.
Send them along.
Just to go off sidetrack there.
Promoting this is something that is offered by Final Plus.
Oh, I see.
They are running their workshop.
Flipping heck. Well, sorry, I'll come back on top of it, but you're advertising it to me just as much as anyone else at the moment. So obviously we're very excited to say that Chaos Digital will be there, and even more excited now hearing more about it, giving an insight into the media industry. You've talked a little bit about who will be there. Can you give us a bit more of an insight about who else is going to be at this festival?
Yes, it's going to be a mix of colleges, smaller independent training provider, and charities and organizations from the voluntary sector that can provide specific support. And there will be a few employers as well, and those few employers have been invited because they have a real interest in inclusion and becoming more inclusive.
Brilliant.
So yeah, you will see exactly who is there on the day. We don't want to give away too much, but it's incredible to be good.
Just tease people in.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely.
There's a good variety of activities and people there.
Sure, sounds like it. Yeah, absolutely. I like the fact that you've got these quiet areas as well. Just to go back to that, obviously a lot of people who may have some different needs. I'm not going to say special needs. I feel like that's making too much of a thing. But people have got a lot of different needs. Sometimes as people just need that break to be able to recuperate and go back in, and it's nice to see people like yourselves seeing that. Nice to know that you've got organisations that are now joining you who want to think about that kind of thing as well as inclusion, for a wide variety of things. It's fantastic.
We like to promote neurodiversity, so
that's it. Yeah,
people are different, come in every sort of shape and form, and I think that in the labour market, in the business, in society, there is a little place for everyone, and different skills, different personality can fit in different areas. So yeah, we want to inspire everyone to make the best of the qualities they've got.
Yeah, it's about ensuring that everybody has an opportunity to engage and and find out what is available, you know, from a business or a skills or employment perspective. Really, you know, everybody's got something to offer at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Absolutely.
it's always about being open and accessible, isn't it? So.
Well, this sounds fantastic so far. You've talked a lot about the, you know, you work with colleges. They're going to be coming to this event as well. How have things been with the colleges? When you approach the colleges, how well received are you? Have you been able to work well with them all as you've gone through?
Yes, this is basically part of our everyday. So we are sort of a middleman between education and the business sector, and this is where my role and Steve's role slightly differentiate. So I mainly keep in touch with schools and with their main point of contact to develop career education. Well, Steve, do you want?
Yeah, I mean, I very much join the dots between the business community. So my role is very much around employer facing and listening to employers' needs around kind of skills, careers, and training and recruitment and employment and those sorts of things. So the work that Frankie and the team do with schools and colleges is fantastic, but how do we look at those pathways for young people as they exit education and move into the world of work? So it's very much around joining the dots, really. And I think, you know, we work really closely with the colleges. Our colleague Ruth Bennett has responsibility to work directly with all of the higher education, further education colleges to look at their career strategy and look at how we link it in with the wider world of work.
Fantastic. I'm going back to when I was doing my university stuff. I was lucky enough just to stay here in Truro.
Yeah.
I did web development as a degree, but I had no idea when I'd done that of how I actually get into a job or what really was to expect. I could do the work. I was very lucky enough to almost fall into a job that was on offer through someone I happened to know, but it's so nice to see people like yourselves who have this connection to help things flow a bit better. And we say this about a lot of groups, people that I've had interviewed on these chairs. It's nice to see groups working together, because the second they stop working together, they do well at what they're doing. Those gaps in between just don't get found, and people can get lost in those gaps so quickly. It's great because we see more and more people doing exactly the kind of things that you are doing, and it works. It really does work, and it gives people the chance that the people need. Obviously, you've divided the day up a little bit. You talked about that, which is lovely to see. I think we've got a poster now to actually have a look, to take a look at on the screen.
Yes.
Here we go. So this is it, the 4th of May, Royal Cornwall Showground, 10 till 3:30. Oh, hang on, if I look at a different screen, I can see it. Groups of people with additional support needs from secondary schools and colleges are welcome to join from 10 a.m. till 3:30 p.m. Young people with additional support needs and their families are welcome to join from 1:30. There you go, folks. Don't hesitate to get in touch with us here at Chaos if you want to see that poster again. Wow, I'm just looking at all the different things you've got on offer there in the white box. Robotics, pizza making, count me in, hair and beauty, my goodness me. VR experience, DJ and sound, amazing.
And it's much. And it's more just like a short snapshot.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, you've got the space, you've got the lovely Royal Cornwall Showgrounds, of course, but that's a lot to get together. It's like,
are you involved in the pizza making as an Italian? Frankie?
I would be involved in the pizza tasting, I think. Yeah.
That's the right side to be on, I think, isn't it? So, like I said, groups of people from 10 a.m. till 3:30, young people with additional needs from 1:30. We've talked about that, just double checking I've got that one right. So people at home have got that information. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Lovely.
That's correct.
So what else is there that people might need to know, might want to know, and where could people get more info? I'm pretty sure there's an Eventbrite page, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. There is an Eventbrite page. There is a link on our website as well on the events. We ask everyone who wants to come or is interested to register to the link or give us a call, get in touch and let us know. Because obviously we need to know exactly what we're expecting, how many people, and check who's going to be there. So yes, please don't just pop in and.
Don't want to be overwhelmed with it all.
No, we need to keep an eye on and make sure everyone is safe and the environment is controlled somehow. So please, if you want to come along, either get in touch or use the Eventbrite to book. but let us know that you're coming.
Fantastic. Have you got any contact details for if anybody just wants to get in touch with you, inquire about anything?
Yes, definitely. I mean, my email is quite lengthy, and I don't really want to spell my name, but the quickest way to do it is hello@careersub.com. Sorry, careersub, CIOS.com.
I don't know.
No.
I would just, I would just have a look at the Careers Hub
Careers Hub
website, and you'll
That's
find.
no problem.
Have a look at our team, and you'll find our details.
Well, not a problem. What we'll do, if anybody does want to find out, they can't find what they're looking for, they get in contact with us here at Chaos, and we will direct them to you guys. And I'll give our contact details out in a moment to make sure, so that there's no problems with there. Frankie, Steve, thank you both so much for coming in. Thank you for taking the time to come and chat with us. It's been really fun. Genuinely, sounds like a very fun event. Sounds like a very rewarding event for you guys and the people who are coming. I really hope it's a good, big success. I know we're very excited for the festival. I'm looking forward to bringing a bit of chaos with us. You know,
brilliant. Thanks for coming along and supporting this.
No problem. Thank you for coming in.